Hey there everybody, this is Shiny Girl. Welcome back to Pokemon Stadium, where we're doing the Ultra Ball difficulty of the Prime Cup, I believe. First off, I do want to apologise for the Great Ball videos, where it kind of sounded like I was doing this outside in like 20-mile-an-hour gale force winds. I had the fan on again, and I didn't think it was going to be as bad as it was. I mean, it wasn't so bad the last time I had the fan on, but yeah, it kind of was this time. Anyway, just choosing the team and stuff. Also doing this one post commentary. Basically, I recorded this at 8 o'clock in the evening, and really didn't have the time to commentate. Well, it's less I didn't really have the time to commentate. It was more don't really want to commentate when people are trying to go to sleep. So there's that. But first trainer is pretty simple. He uses a lot of bugs. He has other things as well, like this Mr. Mime. I think he has water types as well, which he usually sends out to counter. So I just go straight and like I'm just gonna go full on offensive against this Mr. Mime because I can do, and I get the power. So I go, you know what? I have Horn Drill here. I can probably use that until I realise, yeah, I got the crit as well. So regardless of what happens, this Mr. Mime's gonna die. Even with the, I think Barry just a +1 defense. I think did it get changed to +2 in future generations? But didn't really want to make sure. I kind of wanted to ensure that it died in case the barrier was like super defensive, like I think it thought it was, or just kill it. So yeah, I went ahead and did Fire Blast. I think his other two Pokemon. No, I was going to say his other two Pokemon are bugs. I think his third Pokemon is the Butterfree, and the Butterfree dies to Fire Blast. But when I see Arcanine, I'm just like, this thing is. When I see an Arcanine in the stadium, it's nearly always wants to just dig underground. But this one, for some reason, decides it wants to use Ember. I'm like, why are you using Ember on a fire type? It's like Twilight's just like, yo, I can take those all day, champ. Nice try, have another body slam to rot and die. And Twilight has just been like on the absolute purge here. It's like that's literally the third critical hit with body slam. So yeah, Twilight actually doing some work for a change, unlike Snakebite and Kim, who I don't even really put in all that much for some reason. But yeah, like I said, last thing's the Butterfree, and that dies to a Fire Blast. So yeah, 3 up, 3 down. The easiest Ultra Ball thing as far as this one goes. To be fair, for this cup, I actually had a really decent time. We're going to see in the second part slight spoils. There are times where I do screw up a little bit and fail, and I'm not going to cut them out, but I am going to fast forward them because the whole video was like 30-40 minutes, and I didn't really want to we'll get another 30-minute plus video of this, so yeah, I kind of cut it down a little bit. Anyway, Battle 2 with this Rocket, you can primarily use poison types. Has a few ground types. I don't know what that would counteract because best type to get rid of poison are psychic types. And as it happens, I do have a psychic type in my team, in Dozy, which is pretty great. And I believe he actually does do the stupid thing, and I think most of his team here are the poison types in this round. I think one of his teammates is one of the ground types. I'm not sure which one off the top of my head. Despite doing this almost 24 hours ago, is that I have literally the memory of a goldfish and don't really remember absolutely everything, which is kind of why I prefer doing the live commentary for these things. Not going to lie. But yeah, it is always poison types. So yeah, they'll pretty much die to psychic. The Nidoqueen's actually defensive, bulky enough to actually survive a psychic. I think I get the special drop as well. No, I don't. But I've got the special drop. Usually, I get like the special drop or something that just indicates like, yeah, the psychic didn't actually hit. Fires off the Thunderbolt, which doesn't do much to Dozy because it's a decent special. and Nidoqueen's specials. I don't really rate Nidoqueen's special. Nidoking's a better special attacker than Nido evolutions, if memory serves. I could be wrong about that. I know later generations, people who use Nidokings generally give him enough power over Earthquake. For the reason his special stat is a lot better than his physical stat. But yeah, final Pokemon Weezing, that dies I believe to 1 Psychic, so yeah, Dozy gets the sweep. So really not that much. I'm not sure if the critical did help. I'm still not certain which is the special tank and the physical tank between Weezing and Muk. I really should go look at that. Like in the future, and probably just refer to it myself. Like, okay, Weezing is the physical tank, Muk's the special tank, or it's the other way around. I still don't know that. It's horribly confusing. And I think this third guy is pretty much the same as the second guy, simply because he uses fire types, except he kind of doesn't. He only really uses, I think he uses the Pyrath as his only fighting type, and then I think he uses the Electrode and Raticate. But if I remember serves for this guy, his gimmick is to spam first turn focus energy and then just use high crit moves, which makes me wonder what high crit move Pyrath has. I don't think he has one, or even learns one. Not that it really matters. Dozy's faster than it and one-shots it, which is alright and fine by me. I believe the second, yeah, you think he brings out the Raticate here. I do remember this Raticate. This Raticate's actually faster than Dozy, and Psychic doesn't actually kill it first turn, which I thought it would do because Ratikate's specials subpar at best. But yeah, it outspeeds, it gets the focus energy off, and lives the Psychic. I think they get special drop, which is like that would be fine if I wasn't going to two-shot the Raticate, but I'm going to two-shot the Raticate from here regardless. And Hyper Fang gets crit. I believe that's a high crit move anyway, so having focus energy stacked on that actually makes that even worse with the thing with high crits, because I believe they fixed the bug in Stadium that the old Generation 1 games had, that made focus energy, and I forgot what the item was as well. So I went with it. I forget the name of it. It was basically the one that improves. I think it's the Dire Hit. That does that. And in Generation 1 it doesn't work. It actually reduces the critical hit rate. But anyway, I didn't really want to stay in for this Electrode. I knew it was definitely going to be faster. I didn't know what it was going to do. It did a Thunder and nearly killed me. Basically, I wanted to switch into Snakebite reliably, and the ideal way to do that was to put this thing to sleep, or try to put it to sleep, which didn't work, so I had to bring Snakebite in raw, straight in, and Electrode also Thunderbolt along with Thunder, which doesn't make sense. And the worst thing about this is that Snakebite, oh no, I think there's probably another. I think this is the later fight with an electric type against Snakebite. Because Snakebite is essentially my only counter to electric types. This is the only thing that has Earthquake on the team. Because, well, mainly because nothing else can actually learn it. And naturally, despite being super effective, doesn't kill the Electrode, so I have to deal with a lot of stuff. Half expecting, well, to be honest, I was actually expecting another Thunderbolt. I think Thunderbolt kills Snakebite from this range. or even Thunder. I really wanted to save the continue. I was going to switch in something, but if I knew the incoming Thunder was going to come in, Thunder was going to kill Dozy. Thunder would probably definitely kill Kim as well, who I brought with me. Fortunately, the Thunder missed. I got the Earthquake out, and that's a dead Electrode, and I got that continue with the skin of my teeth. And to be fair, I probably would have lost the. I think I probably would have lost that match had. Well, maybe not. I think Aerodactyl's. Actually, no. What am I saying? The Electrode's the fastest bait, has the highest base speed of any Generation 1 Pokemon, I believe. So, yeah, I do believe that the Electrode would have outsped Aerodactyl, and that would have done me in. So, yeah, fourth guy, the Gambler, who likes using paralyzing moves and then going for OHKO moves. So basically, for this, I brought Twilight, I brought Kim, I basically just brought my fastest possible Pokemon. I can't remember who else I brought, I think it might have been Dozy. But then I saw this Golem and I'm just like, you know what? I know definitely Twilight is faster than the Golem. I could probably just YOLO Horndrill it. And it doesn't work. And I persist in this, and it doesn't end well. Basically, all Golem does, unless the thing's slower, is that it's going to try and Metronome for something for Stun Spore or something similar, and then it'll use Fishy. Now, unfortunately, actually Metronome into Earthquake, and from the -1 defense, actually killed Twilight. So yeah, I continue here, but I was kind of half expecting that anyway. So considering the fact that this guy really likes using OHKO moves, and to be fair, this is the main reason why I don't use OHKO moves myself. But I thought, you know what, I may as well just try it sometimes. Maybe I'll get lucky.
The Pokémon are entirely different types.
So I bring Dozy in, and for whatever reason, probably because Dozy could kill it anyway, switches out into Zone Rapidash, who I'm pretty certain would be would outspeed Dozy and is going to get Hornrilled. Not that it really matters. Nothing's going to want to take a Psychic to the face on his team anyway, and Special Drop doesn't matter from that because I would have two-shot him anyway. Anticipating the incoming Hornrill, however, I switch into Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl, well, Kim, is actually faster than Rapidash and is going to make the inevitable Hornrill fail miserably. And if this Rapidash does get outsped, it spams Body Slam until Paralyze happens, which can be unfortunate. I'm going to know what move to use here, whether I should try and kill with Hyper Beam or whether I should just fly in the air, try and avoid a Body Slam, because Hyper Beam can mess, and I believe you still have to do the recharge turning your miss. I can't remember, I've never had Hyper Beam miss for a while. So yeah, I just kill this thing with Fly just to make sure I don't end up getting Body Slammed into Paralysis. I probably could have kept Kim in for Golem, because even if Golem got Paralysed Kim, its only OHKO move is Fisher, which won't affect anyone. Kim, however, is walled by this Golem since I don't have any moves that are super effective against it. Doesn't learn Earthquake, doesn't learn any form of move that's super effective against it. I believe Aerodactyl in later generations can learn Earthquake. Well, I want to say that, but I'm probably wrong. I know it eventually can learn Rock Slide and such. But yeah, once again, the Golem just spamming Metrodomes and reveals an interesting animation for kicking base moves like the Golden Kick there. It's got, I think its next thing, because it survives a Psychic. Wasn't expecting it to survive the Psychic. Gets Mega Kick from Metronome. Does the same thing and just falls on its back and then just lashes out with its feet. Like, it's like, yo, I've fallen, I can't get up. Yeah, it kind of can, because it's like a round ball essentially. I think one of its Pokédex entries says it can roll around on the floor and everywhere, just like it's that might just be gravelly though. But it switches out again and switches out into Pinsir. Nothing, like I said, nothing like taking the Psychic to the face. And this Pinsir, I thought I would outspeed the Pinsir, but no, the Pinsir outspeeds me, and unfortunately I get the paralyze off the body slam, and it kind of annoys me because since putting body slam on pretty much anything that can learn it, I think so. I've only ever had it to add something paralyzed when it's not really been necessary, which kind of stinks. Let's be honest. Anyway, second Psychic kills the Pinsir, and all we're left with is the Golem, which I'm going to have to deal with the paralysed Dozy. Well, it's going to go ahead and start spawning fishes since I'm paralysed, and it's not going to want to roll Metronome. Fisher, however, is about as accurate as the horn drills I was using earlier, and I believe this is the coup de grace. Yeah, it is. Kind of lucky that Dozy didn't get the paralyzed, because this probably would have taken a lot longer if that was the case. But anyway, that's the first 4 trainers of Ultra Ball. I will see you next time for the last 4 trainers of Ultra Ball. Take care, and I'll see you guys then. Ciao.